Hey yo guys, how's it going? Tally here, and today I'm bringing you the inaugural episode of the Draw for Turn podcast with my good friend and arch nemesis, the Flying Meteor. You love him, I hate him. We've got Nibiru on the podcast.
Yo, what's up guys? How you doing?
How you doing, my guy?
I am doing perfectly fine, and how about you?
I'm doing amazing. Scotland's in lockdown, the world's on fire, and to be quite frank, I had to buy proxies of Forbidden Droplets and Lightning Storm because those cards are £100 a piece.
That is fair. Holy shit, that is fair.
And the proxies feel awful. Like, they look fine, they're commons, but you know, like the paper that like pictures, like photographs are made out of?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine that, but 3C's thick.
Ugh.
It's like slimy, almost, and sticky.
Okay, at this point I just feel like there's some sort of like a special coating on those.
It definitely feels as if it's got some special sauce. On the bright side though, Konami judges will never know the difference.
Yes, sure. Konami judges will never know.
I mean,
what a common lightning storm is or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what you bought.
And it doesn't have like the YuGiOh logo on the back, so like they can't tell because you know it's sleeved, so it's fine. So enough of me talking crap. Nibiru, my friend.
Yes.
Tell us who you are and what you do.
I am Nibru the Primal Being, otherwise known as Nib. And I am a small streamer, Discord mod for RevzCards, and also 20-year-old German boy. I should have mentioned that first probably, but you know, I'm different.
That's fair. Just built different, you know?
I'm built different.
And not only 20-year-old German boy, but of course, the most hated hand trap in all of 2019 Yu-Gi-Oh! Thunder Dragons.
That is true.
Not a fan. Heroes.
Also 21.
Yes.
I just messed it up.
Absolutely. He's on his way. We thought 2021 would be a fresh start, everyone would be fine, America's on fire, and a meteor is about to drop on the planet.
It's cool.
It's good, we're doing fine, we're doing absolutely fine. So
I'm doing you guys a favor if I drop on the fucking planet right now.
I mean, that's pretty dang fair. I really can't argue with that.
So hit me with those questions, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you some questions. Definitely for the first time. This has never happened before.
100%. I don't even know what this is.
Absolutely. We have never discussed any of the following questions ever. No. This is the very first time doing this where my microphone is actually is working. We've never done this where my microphone didn't record. So exactly. Let's dive in. So yeah, you've told us you're a little bit about yourself. You're a streamer, you're a meteor, and you're also involved in some of RevzCards projects, which I'm going to get to in just a moment. First one we're going to talk about does relate to RevzCards, but you said that you're his Discord mod. Tell us kind of how that goes and what you do and what your day's like as a Discord mod, because I've got no idea what you guys do.
So basically how it goes is we monitor the Discord chats and make sure the rules are being followed while we basically just swing around our dicks and meme a lot. That's the thing we do. No special procedures, not gonna lie. Like, it's mostly us three, like Rez, Claff, and I, reading all the chats, making sure no one is being racist, no one is being highly sexual in like images and stuff, and then like all the other rules we have. Mm-hmm. And that's basically it in terms of modding. Like my day as a mod is just logging into Discord, looking at the chat, getting weird DMs and questions, and that's it.
Most of those weird DMs and questions from the big man himself, Large Fred.
So some of them are from Large Fred. You don't want to know sometimes. You really don't want to know. But we have a lot of people who just randomly DM me. Mm-hmm. Like 2 days ago, I think I started League of Legends just playing, and then someone just randomly DM'd me out of the blue and said, "Why League of Legends?" I was like, "What?" I was like so confused. Like, I don't know that person, and he was like, "Why? Just tell me."
I mean, it's a pretty fair point, dude. Why League of Legends?
playing the game for almost 8 years now, so I'm addicted. I can't really stop.
It's like me with
sorry.
Apple. We're just in too deep now, man.
That is true, yeah, we're in too deep.
We've overcommitted ourselves. And now, you're a toxic League of Legends streamer.
Not quite. I do stream League sometimes. But yeah.
And I like to watch it. I've got no idea what's going on, but I'm sitting in the chat just going, Poggers, Pogchamp.
Oh no, he said the forbidden word.
Oh, it's Yeah, they banned Pogchamp, didn't they?
Yes, yeah, they did.
I'm actually certain though, I seen a tweet from Twitch themselves where there's going to be a new Pogchamp every day. And I hope that they weren't like memeing.
They said they're working with the design team on a new project, with the design team and the people to bring a new Pogchamp emote or a substitute for it.
Mm-hmm. So why was Pogchamp banned?
The only thing I know is that the guy who was Pogchamp, the face, that guy said some very stupid stuff online. Very stupid, so stupid he has to be removed from Twitch.
Okay, that's fair. That's not Pogchamp of him. Not very poggers at all. Alrighty, so first of all, we're going to talk about a couple Yu-Gi-Oh things. And the first thing I want to ask you is, what is your favourite card?
Black Rose Dragon.
Really? I didn't see that coming.
I've been a Lightsworn main for 12 years now, but I just love the design of fucking Black Rose Dragon. First of all, resolving that card and exploding the fucking field is great. That feels so good. Second of all, the design of it. In my opinion, that card is one of the most gorgeous cards ever printed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was gonna go on attack. Yeah, that card is literally there's not a single bad printing of it really, because even if it was common, the art is beautiful. But you've got Ghost Rares. I'm sure. Does it come in an ulti?
It has ulti, ghost. It has secret. Basically everything except the new rarities.
That's fair. So Starlight Black Rose in the next set, please, Konami.
Oh, please, Konami. I'm being poor with my dream of getting the Ghost Rares already. Have you seen the price of them?
They are ridiculous. But
yes,
I did actually see, and now it's not the same card, but there was one of the Ghost Rare, Signer Dragons, and it was an OCG copy, and it was 80 quid, which still is, a decent price for what is essentially a very useless ornament. Even more useless than most ornaments.
I mean, true.
But by God, I would pay 80 quid for that. It's so beautiful.
That is so true. I started a signer dragon collection not too long ago, where it's I want every signer dragon and every single print of it as a playset.
Yup.
And I'm almost done with Black Rose. I'm only missing the ultimate and this Ghost Rare, and then I'm done.
Did you just say it as a playset?
Yes.
Bruh.
I have every other printing of that card. I already got one of my Black Winged Dragon Ghost Rares first ed.
Yeah, but who cares about Black Winged Dragon? That card sucks.
He's also gorgeous.
Nah, that card can eat ass. You're telling me that you're willing to put down the price of a deposit on a mortgage on Yu-Gi-Oh cards?
Yes.
I respect that immensely. Truly just respect that.
I always had the soul of a collector, and since I got back into Yu-Gi-Oh, not too long ago, over a year ago, I just wanted to collect a lot. Playing is one thing, but I feel collecting is something better than playing for me, even though I enjoy playing a lot.
Yeah. No, that's definitely fair. To be fair, I really can't comment. I've not really talked about it outside of Discord, but I've got the same, but for the 4 Arc 5 dragons, except not playsets, because by God, I ain't that bad. But
I'm willing to go unlimited print, by the way, just so you know. It's 200 a copy for each Signer Dragon.
Oh, that makes way more sense.
Yeah, I'm willing to go unlim. But if I could, I would go fucking first.
Yeah, like definitely just go unlim for £200, so like £600 per play set.
Yeah, that's better than 900 per copy.
I mean, mathematically, you're completely right. I really can't dispute that. But by God. So we have Black Rose as your favourite card, which, by the way, I seen a leak on Reddit, and I don't know if it's entirely true, but apparently there's a new Rose Dragon coming out.
Oh god, what?
It's called Blood Rose Dragon.
Oh my, that is so sick. That's so edgy.
I know, and it's literally just like Rose Dragon, Black Rose Dragon. I forgot the word, but with a leather jacket. But nah, I seen a thing on Reddit. It was like somebody leaked the text of it, but we've not got an art yet, and I guarantee the art is going to be amazing because there's like not a single Rose Dragon card that doesn't look beautiful.
That is absolutely correct. The Rose Dragons are gorgeous. I fucking love that card.
Yeah,
like all of them.
I loved them in Dragon Link, as because they're like amazing extenders, but now they're just RIP Hulk and Link cross combo, and now they're kind of useless. But that's okay. So we've talked about your favourite card, and that's, you know, a very good choice. Tell me about your favourite deck right now. What are you playing?
Right now?
Yes, right now.
Magistic Shaddoll.
Okay, what does that do?
So, it's basically standard Shaddoll, where you go for interruption of your opponent's turn with Schism and other fusion cards and stuff, you know. And you slap Magistus inside, which means I personally toolbox Zoroa a lot, which enables Synchros for the deck, which also enables it enables Chaos Ruler, which is a level 8, same as Construct, by the way, so you can technically overlay them into a Hope Harbinger as well.
Oh god.
Yes, and Chaos Ruler itself mills 5 cards and not for cost, so you do trigger some effects when you send.
Yeah, that card's nuts. Like,
yes.
I don't know how it hasn't been completely abused yet, because controversially, I watch Farfa. And like he's essentially playing Magic Dragon Turbo Eldritch Dogmatica. But
what the hell is that?
Basically, it's just like Eldritch Dogmatica, but with a rocket engine to turbo out the magical dragon. And he just mills like 4 Eldritch cards, and then he's like end phase Eldritch card, chain Eldritch card, and it's like a plus 18. And it's also Savage Dragon material. Like, oh, that's nutty. I don't know why it's not been abused yet. It is like probably one of the most abusable cards out there.
One of the best Chaos cards in the game. Yeah. Just because you can like if you summon it, you do the milling thing, and you add a dark or light monster if you excavate them, right? You add that already is pretty nice. But then again, you can link it away or use it for the tribute or anything, and just special summon it back into this into the field on the same turn, which is nuts. Yeah,
it's so disgusting. So yeah, that is a card that is ripe for abuse, and we'll hopefully see that, because I really want to watch the world burn a little bit right now. I think this format's kind of boring, because the best 2 decks are just, here, let me turbo out this Floodgate in either VFD or Vanity's Ruler, and I just want to watch like Magical Dragon, Mill 5, Chainlink 18 graveyard effects.
They didn't take away my Link Cross. I could still do that with my Lightsworns.
God damn. So, you mentioned Lightsworn, so that is like the deck for you, isn't it? This is the deck I first fell in love with and never got rid of it. It's basically my wife. I just can't get over it. Like every year or every time I go back to Yu-Gi-Oh or look at Yu-Gi-Oh, I always think like, yo, Lightsworn, best deck. Yeah. But to be fair, like, you go, dude.
It's basically a pet deck.
Yeah.
Where you have it always ready for you to play. It's never insanely good, but it's good enough for you.
Yeah, it's like one of those decks that, like, the simple act of how many cards mill in the game, like, they're never an awful deck. They're always like at the very worst, like locals tier good, which means they're a fun deck, and they're a deck worth picking up because they're fun, and also they look absolutely beautiful.
I agree. Artworks on that.
Oh.
Okay. Second favorite card in the game, because we covered my favorite card, right? My second favorite card is fucking Celestia, the Lightsworn Angel. She is one of the most beautiful cards in the game, and that and ulti is a dream come true.
Is this the part where you say I've got 4 of them?
This is the part where I say I will have a binder full.
Bro,
I sim for Celestia, okay?
I mean, like, that's fair, but damn, Lightsworns are expensive. How much is she?
Not normally, yes, but she's like, wait. I'm gonna look it up live for you right now. So Lightsworn Celestia, there we go. You can cut it out. So ultimate rare right now. Let's go near mint, right?
Yeah.
Cheapest near mint is like 10.
Just 10?
It's like 10 a copy. Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad.
The thing is, she doesn't have that much use anymore.
Yeah, but waifu material, right? Those cards are always expensive.
Most certainly my waifu. Like, I can't say anything else. Like, look at her. She's perfect in any way. Design-wise and fucking her effect was so good back in the day. I played Lightsworn when they came out in 2008, and oh god, if you resolve her, she's nuts.
Wait, how long ago was that? 12 years ago? You were literally a child. Hitting those Lightsworn mollies.
Yes, I were a child. And yes, I hit those.
That was beautiful. Yes, I were a child. So what is it about Lightsworn that like attracts you so much to them?
The randomness.
Okay.
You have no certain place. Like, it has no for example, Dragon Link. Also 1 million extenders, but as soon as you have 2 dragons on board, you do the same combo. The way you get to the combo is different all the time, and obviously interruption changes it up. I can't speak.
We'll try this again.
It up as well. So if you get interrupted by your opponent, your playstyle changes obviously in that turn. But for Lightsworn, it is you draw a hand, and you have to work with whatever you got and to make the best out of it. And it's such a grind sometimes, and sometimes you get unplayable hands. Obviously, it's a bricky deck, but if you pop off, you have unlimited resources basically to destroy your opponents.
Yeah.
And I love that. It's a glass cannon deck.
Yeah.
With recovery.
How many times
not a glass cannon deck.
Have you like opened up Free Wolf and just went, do you know what, I regret every decision I've ever made regarding this deck?
I have opened up Free Wolf so many times that I just ignore it and play the deck still.
That's fair. You've opened up Free Wolves, still played through 18 hand traps and just went, let's warm best deck, bro!
The thing is, sometimes I actually open up like I had hands where I open up 5 one-offs in the 60 card decks. In a 60 card deck. And I still got like half of my normal board, which was 6 extra cards on board, by the way. I think my standard board when I got full combo is a Palooza for 2, because she's just there to get stuff engrave and it's a free negate. So great. Savage with 3 negates. Or Powerbringer. With Buster equipped back then.
R.I.P. baby Buster.
Yes. Obviously, Union Carrier, a Virgin Anaconda, and Dragoon. So you had 5 negates on board, plus a destruction and an extra deck lock.
That's pretty tasty.
Yeah.
Like, unironically pretty tasty. So, what did you use to make Savage? Was it IP Masquerena?
Yes, and 4K Blocko, whatever he's called. Yes, I linked those two into Savage, yes.
Yeah, because it's a monster that, you know, revolves around Link monsters, so that's fine.
Yeah, exactly. It has a link in the text somewhere.
Yeah, so if people know what that's all about, you're welcome.
If you actually know, write it in the comments. I want to see if anyone knows this reference. It's such a specific reference.
It's a bit of a meme in the old RevzCard voice chat.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit. And by that, I mean Nibiru makes us watch it all the time. Like 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Yeah,
we actually have a schedule where we go like, okay. We have scheduled like appointments where we go gather and watch that.
And like no one wants to be there, but as we've said, he's mod, so like if we don't, he'll just kick us.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a difficult situation to be in, but we get through it. Cool. So that's nice, right? Again, Lightsworn are just kind of one of those like evergreen decks. The fact that they have graveyard effects just kind of makes them always good. And I guess that was a turning point in early Yu-Gi-Oh! But plenty about that. Let's move on back to you. So you've been streaming a lot on Twitch recently, playing a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh!, a little bit of League. Tell us a little bit about Twitch itself, your plans with Twitch, your ambitions, and just what you do.
So let's start with what I do. I do mostly Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now. Actually, I swapped from variety content mostly to Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now. And I'm actually enjoying it a lot. And it seems like a lot of people are enjoying it as well, because like I got more viewers over the last week. I'm happy about that, obviously.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I'm streaming mostly Omega right now because I want to test the thing out as much as possible and see what flaws it has. I already found a few, but let's not talk about that. Grinding ranked in both Yu-Gi-Oh! And League. That's what I do most on stream. I do still do a little bit of variety content, just not as often anymore.
Nah, that's fair. Yeah, so like you say, so like you're on Omega. I've not played Omega yet, right? I heard it was glitchy, and I basically just went, cool, I'll mess with that when it's not a mess. What's your experience so far? Like, and by the way, don't hold back on the glitchiness. That's what I'm actually asking for. But yeah, tell us about like your experiences.
So, my main issue with the simulator itself is that it feels super slow compared to EDO Pro. And if you're used to DB as well, you can click through your stuff very fast, right?
Yeah.
So you go at a fast pace, and Omega feels so much slower. It might be because of the animations, so I will test it out without animations tomorrow. But I'm not sure about it yet.
That's fair. And by the way, just as like a disclaimer, you know, of course, it is currently in beta. You know, there's not a single beta that represents the finished game. So I think this is the perfect time for it to be glitchy.
That's very correct, actually. Yeah, I'm saying they stabilized the servers a little bit, because in the beginning you always got disconnected, and they random shut down the servers. That is a little bit But other than that, it's not very glitchy right now, so I didn't experience any hardcore glitches where it's like, yo, this doesn't resolve, or I can't summon, or stuff like that. I didn't experience anything big like that. I'm just saying the game is super slow. It feels like super slow. I don't know if it actually is, but it does feel like it. And that's about it.
That's fair. I'm legit really excited for when like Omega finally comes out proper, because see, doing 100 duels like that is going to be like, doing it on Edo Pro is fine, but if I click competitive in Edo Pro, I'll be up against like structure deck Blue Eyes sometimes, and it's just somebody that wants to build like the most competitive triple structure deck Blue Eyes ever, and I'm like, yo, I'm actually kind of try to get some results against a good deck, and like I think the ranked element will really show how a deck actually performs, and not playing against cubics for half of the day.
I mean, fair enough. Ranked is a lot of variety on Omega so far. Like, I haven't played against the same deck twice today, and I've been streaming Omega for 4 hours.
That's alright.
It's in the right record, I would say. Like, all the decks were different. They were not always competitive, obviously, because you start in bronze rank, right? And you need to climb. So I would say it's fair that people just don't play that much competitive stuff in bronze, I guess. But yeah, so far, a lot of variety at least. Good. We'd like a little bit of variety, a little bit of spice. So on Twitch, first of all, how rude of me. What is your Twitch name? And so where can we find you on Twitch? My Twitch name is Nibru on Twitch, and you can find me at Nibru on Twitch. Link in
description. That's where you can find them.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
So how are you finding streaming so far, dude?
So way more enjoyable than YouTube. I did YouTube back in the day. No, I won't tell you what my old channel is. It's in German anyway.
I've seen it.
But it was it was super stressful because you need to bring the videos out on time, you need to cut them, you need to render them in time. If something happens to audio or if something happens to the rendering, it's
audio never goes wrong.
Audio never goes wrong. Nah. That's true. But then you need to reschedule that, and in streaming, it's like I sit down at a specific time, I press on stream, and I talk to people live. And that's the most beautiful thing, by the way. The interaction between you and your audience right there and then.
Yeah. And like,
that's what I like.
Yeah, you're totally right. Like, the most unique thing about like the streaming aspect is chatting to people in real time. And that's really like almost my favorite part of YouTube. You know, I get kind of sad when my videos don't get lots of comments. Hint, comment. Because like, legitimately, when I'm sitting in work, you know, like, I like to just respond. You know, when I'm chilling in work, I just like to chat to people. Sometimes I wonder if people think I'm weird, right? Because I'll chat from my phone, and like someone will comment, and literally like 50 seconds later I'll be like, well, actually, let me tell you why Destiny Hero Plasma isn't a very good card in this format. We're actually currently in a very back row heavy format, and there's lots of cards being activated in grave and hand. And it's like, wow.
Fair point, by the way.
Tally's never off YouTube. But yeah, I really enjoy like the interaction with people within the community, and Twitch is like perfect for that. I guess streaming in general, but I feel like Twitch is just easier to do it because YouTube, chat seems weird.
First of all, chat seems weird. Second of all, it's depending on where you got your following. The thing is, I was never, I'm still not, but I was never famous on YouTube or anything. So I don't have a huge following from there or any. I don't have a huge following, period. But there we go. So basically, Twitch. If you start with Twitch and get bigger through that, it's easier to get started on Twitch. But if you have like a YouTube following, I recommend just going on YouTube and streaming there, because people tend to get the notification on YouTube and just go onto your stream anyway. Yeah. And like, so Ryan, for example, if he wants to stream, I say he should definitely go to YouTube, because he has like 40,000 subs soon. And
what is that?
They will all see it.
Because I'm not as famous as Ryan?
Exactly.
Okay. No, just making sure I understood.
Yeah, don't worry about it, dude.
Nah, that's fair, man. And like, you know, nothing actually makes me like genuinely happier than seeing someone succeed in a platform, because you've been doing like particularly well. Like, you know, your streams have been doing really well recently. There's Zested, I know, on Twitch he's called Shengus Khan. He's a kind of variety streamer, plays guitar, really sick dude. And he,
I think, like, I know him.
Yeah, if you haven't, I'm definitely gonna link you because he's just sick. And his content, basically he started Twitch streaming because he's a full-time musician, and he like, of course, couldn't play gigs, so he got into it, and he was like 2 viewers. I was both of them, by the way, on my main account and my Smurf account. And like, he's now grown this community where he can range on a bad stream from like, you know, he's not like world famous, but he's like 30 to 50 viewers, sometimes even up as high as 70. And I'm like, this time last year, you know, the guy couldn't make a living off Twitch. Now he makes like proper enough to sustain him and his family and his oncoming baby. Why did I make it sound as if there's like a truck oncoming, an oncoming baby? Well, but yeah, and it's just like, I actually look at his streams and I'm like, oh man, that's my boy. I'm proud of him. And I feel like I'm gonna have that vibe with you.
Aww, that is sweet. Like, I just like people succeeding. If they deserve it, in the sense of they are not fucking someone over for it or something,
Yeah.
If they're actually working their asses off, I say they deserve to have it.
Mm-hmm. Nah, that's definitely fair.
I don't care if I like the content. I don't care if I. Okay, I'm gonna be real with you guys. Team Sam, for example, I don't like the content, but I respect the hustle. He grinds his ass off, and that's why his success is there, and it's fair that he has success.
Mm-hmm. I was really worried I was gonna have to edit that out. I thought you were gonna go on like a 10-minute anti-Sam tirade, but I think I can very much agree. He's a controversial guy, content-wise, but by God, if he has the best work ethic on YouTube. Like I've said before, so if he committed to like daily vlogs and was like a total hype beast, he would have like Logan Paul numbers, which is of course in the millions. Like,
yeah, definitely.
He's a really hard-working guy, and for the fact that he's like clickbait and every deck is tier 1, god tier the best except Pend. The guy just graphs and that's so cool. But yeah, can't really remember. Twitch, yeah, so you stream on Twitch, you are Nibiru on Twitch, that's your literal name, Nibiru on Twitch, link in the description. Yes. But another piece of content that I really want to talk about, and we were kind of doing it a little bit before you jumped on the call here. Yeah. You're working on a new series with Revs. Tell us about it.
Ooh, where do I begin?
Usually at the start.
Fair point. It's a very, very chaotic format. So if you haven't seen the first episode of Arena, you should definitely check it out. It's like the worst possible format you can play. It's a draft format where we play with 30 card decks, and you can play as many copies as you want of one card as long as you pull them. We pull, like, we randomize the sets we get, like, with 4 different wheels. Mm-hmm. And we open 5 packs from each set we get. Mm-hmm. And then have to build a 30 card deck out of it, and then go against each other. The winner is able to look at the opponent's deck and pick one card for the series to keep. And one specific thing many people don't realize: every episode, all the cards get deleted except the prize card.
Right.
Yeah.
So with that, because I'll be honest, I haven't made time to sit down and watch it and put it on the TV. I'm very excited though. So that card that we keep, is that just like a card that's allowed in the format, or do both players now have that?
No, actually, so it is. If Ryan wins, mm-hmm. he gets to look at my deck, pick a card. That's his card. I don't get it anymore.
Yeah.
So prize cards stay if I win the next episode, for example, I get a card from him. So we both have a prize card, but it's a different prize card mostly.
Yeah. So it's actually that's really good. So it has an anti-rule, which I really like. Yeah. So it's very much kind of like a mix of like the progression series, but chaotic.
It was inspired by Hearthstone Arena and the progression series in some way as well. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
No, sorry, I was going to say, and I really like that, because I think one thing that really does kind of push the community forward is when you take something from another community and then you go, your content, our content.
Exactly, you go full communism on them.
Mm-hmm. Like, that's kind of how Nim said that he started the progression series. It was originally not progression, the sealed only. The thing that I have to thank for our good friend RevzCards. It's it was a magic thing originally, and that he was like, how about I do that, but YouTube, YuGiOh, that's what I meant. And now we have like this huge flourishing scene within YuGiOh itself. Again, I believe like Ruggles said that his returning to Yu-Gi-Oh series was inspired by something outside of Yu-Gi-Oh. You know, I think that's really creative and really good for the community when you take something and bring it in and you go, it's our content now.
It brings something fresh to the scene, and I think that's always good, because Yu-Gi-Oh can be a stale game in some way, because it's always the same.
Yeah. Like
that's why I like different formats, but like not like custom, not necessarily like a custom ban list, but like challenges in some way are just great. Because
I think, especially in the last few years, Yu-Gi-Oh has become really a lot more creative. You know, and the top creators are being more creative. You know, a lot of them are doing like collaborative series, like Farfan Sam, Simo and MBT, Simo and Nim Nim, yourself and Revs. You know. It is a fountain of creativity to me, and I do really like to see it, because Yu-Gi-Oh very easily could fall into this trap of going, right, here's a deck profile, and that's it. And like,
that's so true.
That content doesn't enrich your community in the same way that I think these new series do. Again, regardless of whether you like any of the YouTubers I've just mentioned, you know, the stuff they're doing is good recently.
That's true.
So it's, what's it called again? It's literally just YuGiOh Arena?
Yes.
YuGiOh Arena, it's every Monday, isn't it?
Yes, every Monday. Every Monday,
where our good friend the Giant Rock goes up against RevzCards in a sealed only for keeps battle to the death. It's only one episode long, actually.
Let's go. RevzCards is dead.
He is, because Nibiru's here.
That's true.
So, I guess I just spoiled the whole series then. But yeah.
True.
That's a really exciting project. I'm really excited to see where that goes. Of course, it's really cool, I think, as well, that of all the like content creators that Ryan could be working with, he's chosen to work with you, because you're a real cool dude.
I was surprised.
I mean, like, I wouldn't be. You know, you're a nice guy.
Yeah, but like, I was genuinely surprised that like he was DMing me saying, hey, do you wanna take part in like this video idea I have? And I'll say, yeah, sure, tell me about it. And then he goes like, yeah, I wanna do this. At first it was only one video, and then he was like, nah, let's just make you the whole first season to check it out if it does well, and actually how good the series itself is, like the idea. And it's been blowing up.
Rightly so. Like, it's a good idea.
Yeah. The thing is, it's been blowing up more than we expected. Like, we expected it to be alright, but it has the same view numbers as a Yu-Gi-Oh! From Scratch episode, actually. Has so many likes in comparison to dislikes. And the amount of positive comments we got for that is actually insane. Even Ruggles liked it.
Oh, he's like, by the way, the nicest guy in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Community.
He is.
His smile makes me weak at the knees. I can't believe I just said that. I'm keeping it. Cool. So again, that's a really exciting project that I'm really looking forward to seeing how it develops. As I've said, because usually, right, content to me, it's either I pay full attention to it or it's background noise while I'm like recording or getting gameplay or editing. This is like one of those series where I kind of want to sit down, have it on the TV. So I'm gonna do that probably after we're done here. And I'll let you know how I feel. Your deck for next week's pretty poggers.
I spoiled it a little bit in like the RevzCards community Discord.
That's okay. It's pretty sick. It's got, well, do you know what? I won't spoil it. But yeah, it's pretty nice. So, do you know one thing I forgot to mention when it comes to speedrunning, right? So you've mentioned that you're kind of variety with a slight lean on Yu-Gi-Oh, which I think is appropriate to say.
Yeah.
You've streamed yourself trying to learn how to speedrun Super Mario Bros. A good few times at this point. Correct. Now, people may not know, I'm actually like a really hardcore casual speedrunner. Like, I love to watch speedruns, but I could never do one because I have no talent when it comes to gaming. I've tried as well. I get really into like Kingdom Hearts 2 speedrunning. I'm awful at it because I refuse to play on anything less than the hardest difficulty, but I'm terrible. But that's not the point. So you're speedrunning Super Mario Bros. What's that like?
it is so much harder than it looks, first of all. Second of all, learning the strats is not even the problem. It's getting them consistently in a run. Like, you only have 3 lives and you don't want to die anyway. Yeah. But getting all the strats and all the movement perfectly in one run to complete it is super hard. Like, I've never finished the run yet, and I've been playing that for 20 hours on stream, like 20 stream hours. And holy shit, I've been okay. It's not a lot because like other people who actually make it on the leaderboard and stuff play this game for years straight, and I've been doing it kind of casually, and I'm letting it hang around a little bit right now. But oof, it's so much harder than it looks, but it's so fun at the same time. Since I've grown up with these games. I still have the original copy of the game plus the original game console, and by the way, it's amazing. Yeah, sorry to cut you off there. I think that's hilarious as well, not in like a laughing at you, but kind of just the fact that you're saying like you casually speedrun Mario, which is possibly one of the most competitive speed games in the world. Like, what's the time down to now? Like sub 5 minutes? It's 4:55 or something. Yeah, and you're like, yeah, just casually run it. It's like, man, that takes some stones. If it wasn't Mario, what would you be speedrunning? Like, if you had to pick another game? Portal. Yo. 100%. It's another solid choice. What are Portal speedruns down to? 11 minutes, 8 minutes, was it? I don't know, something like that. I don't remember off the top of my head. Depending on the category, obviously, but... That's nuts, man. You pick like the crazy speed games, you know, some people could be like, oh yeah, you know, I'd probably just want to finish Final Fantasy VII in less than 50 hours. And you're like, what's the second most competitive game in the world? I want it. Fair props to you, man. I think very close behind Portal would be Mario Odyssey. If I had the setup for it, I need a Switch and a capture card, then I could actually play the game. But yeah, Mario Odyssey also very competitive scene. It's sub 1 hour, I think now. Oh my god. The whole game. It's insane. It's like the people that grind these games are the most talented people at these games. Like, it's insane. It's I can't comprehend sometimes what they do. Yeah, and like, do you follow Minecraft speedrunning at all? Sometimes I kind of watch it a little bit, but not actively. So have you heard of Dream? Oh, I did. Oh, you did. I don't even know where I was going to take that, but by God, like how silly is that? How silly is the odds that they were working with? For anyone who doesn't know, who's listening, Dream is a Minecraft speedrunner, and like the past month or so, he's been involved in this like cheating scandal where it just looked as if he was incredibly lucky, but across like multiple speedruns in a row, which people who speedrun know that you can have a lucky day, but you don't have his kind of luck where the odds became like 1 in 75 trillion to have that specific amount of luck that he did. That is, very true. And they were like, sorry, on you go, man. Nah, I just wanted to back you up with like the numbers actually accurate. Yeah, and they were like, but you know what? That seems kind of unfair against him, so we're gonna like do the numbers in his favour. And it ended up still being like something billion, a crazy number. And by the way, like, this isn't me chatting nonsense. This isn't me like talking shit. I actually think his videos are insane and like really entertaining. But the numbers involved are just mental. And like there's legit mathematicians, there's people with PhDs in maths, people who have went to like uni and college are now sitting down being like, right, how does this guy get this luck? Like, that's people true, with real proper degrees. I've not got a proper degree. I went and did music. But these guys are sitting down with their years of knowledge in mathematics and going, nah, it just doesn't add up. So yeah. For a Minecraft speedrun, by the way, just saying, it's a Minecraft speedrun. Yeah, for a Minecraft speedrun, like, there's people who have no interest in Minecraft and they're sitting down and being like, right, why are the numbers so big? Like, Moist Critical did like a reaction and it was like,
I don't understand Minecraft. That's my moist critical voice. So I don't understand Minecraft. I just like the numbers. That was bad. That was almost more thrift than it was moist critical.
Yo, I don't know Minecraft, but Platinum's best deck, dude. Let's go!
Yo, bro, right, the only numbers I know are how many bricks I run on my deck, which is 0, cause pen best deck, baby.
Let's go!
Let's go! Oh,
cut this out. This is so cringe.
God, what the hell is wrong with us?
Yes, everything.
Anyway, so where am I gonna take this? Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
Listen, I'm gonna ask you my favourite question that I'm gonna ask pretty much anyone who comes on here, because I think it's an important question, and the way that people answer really tells you a lot about themselves. And we've kind of touched on it already, but what really inspires you, dude? Like, when you sit down to stream, or when you sit down to make a piece of content, like, what makes you want to do that? What makes you tick?
Alright, since I had a little bit of thinking time since last time we tried this.
There was never a last time. This is the first time.
That's true. It's just me. You know, I dreamt of this moment, you know, and my visions came true. It's just I have a better explanation for what I said. It's I'm gonna dive a little bit deeper in my personal life now. So I've dealt with depression and suicidal thoughts for 12 years, and also a lot of social anxiety problems. Once I overcame that all, right? So I'm not in that black hole anymore. You know, I'm free now. So don't worry, guys. Don't go nuts in the comments, please. Don't want your pity. It's just that my social anxiety is still kind of there. It's still awkward for me to go outside and talk to people, so I do it over the internet mostly. And I enjoy it. I enjoy bringing joy to people, and it's the easiest for me to entertain people over the internet. And that's how I started streaming. That's why I always wanted to content create in some way. I always wanted to be like a casual YouTuber, a casual streamer, and try to make someone's day better that was or is in the same situation as I was all these years back. Yeah, that's one of the main reasons I do this. Also, if I can earn money off of it, that would be great. It would be a dream come true, but I'm not focusing on it. I'm just doing this full time now for as long as COVID lasts. And if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, I search a job, I search for another job, and still do it casually on the side.
Absolutely.
It's just, yeah.
And you know what, dude? I think you said pretty much everything right there. I think especially for the internet communities that we're on, there is a lot of people who end up in a dark place, especially in the world that we're in now because of COVID, and it's literally ruining lives. And I think that's really very true. You know, I think that if there is a right reason, of course everybody's reason is different, but I think if there's a right reason to stream just to make somebody's day a little bit better, or just be involved in a community, you know, that's the right reason to do it. I think, you know, if someone's saying that they're primarily looking for fun like yourself, that money may be a part of the ending, you know, of this journey, and you get to the point where you're making money. But I think anyone who's just doing something because they're passionate about it, because it makes them happy, that will inevitably lead to success. And I think, you know, if you keep at it, dude, and if all of our friends go and make sure that you follow Nibiru on Twitch, and you drop a sub when it comes, but feel free to, you know, drop him a dono if you want him to get that Switch and play Super Mario Odyssey. See, I linked it back. Let's go. Yeah. Make sure, link down in the description, drop him a follow, drop him a sub when it comes. He's just a lovely guy. And that's the right reason to do streaming. So, yeah.
Thank
guys, that has been the first episode of the Draw for Turn podcast. I'm very happy to have Nibiru on. He's currently muted himself. I bet he's sneezing. As always...
I did, actually.
I knew it. As always, if you like it, give it a like. If you love it, give it a share and tell everyone you know about Team Tally today. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, and of course, go drop Nib a follow on Twitch. Any last words, my friend?
it was a pleasure to be on this podcast, and the first episode actually of this podcast. That is still like hilarious that both Scottish Yugitubers I work with make me the first episode of something they plan.
You're just really special to have as a first, you know?
I just love you guys.
Oh, that's cute. And I love you too. I think this is a good note to end it. I have been Tally, that has been Nibiru, and as always, you have been amazing. We'll catch you later. Bye.
Bye.